All right, guys, so if you follow me on Twitter, you probably know this. A couple days ago, YouTube gave me a bogus medical misinformation strike, okay? And YouTube giving me this strike has really made me think long and hard about the future of my channel, how sustainable is being on YouTube with the censorship, with, some of the really unacceptable things that go on, right, on the back end in regards to creators' relationships with YouTube. I've thought long and hard about that, and I think it's time for me to do an update video with you guys on the future of my channel. I just crossed 300,000 plus subscribers. Each and every last one of you, I am appreciative for. So I think that once you get, every 100,000 subscribers or so, I think it is important to try to, let people know, what the future of the channel is, what direction is it going in. And I think with this strike thing happening, it's a good time for me to update you guys and kind of let you know what's going on, because my consistency has been off for that reason, right? Because of what happened with this strike thing. So I received this strike on Friday night, which means that I could not upload any new videos. So the videos that I put out yesterday were videos that I had already made and that were already uploaded and I had already had scheduled to come out on Saturday, right? And the day and the videos that have come out earlier today too, they also were scheduled as well. So I could not actually upload any videos with any news, right? Like actual recent news, okay? Which bothered me, right? Because I could not work. And when I can't work, I kind of low-key get depressed, okay? I kind of really start feeling anxious and paranoid when I'm not actively working on something. That's just how I am as a person. And it really bothered me. But again, it gave me time to think about what all this means, okay? And I think that this is ultimately a sign that, I should not be so reliant on YouTube, okay? So just to explain the whole strike story so that you guys get the whole story, I ended up contesting the strike in ways in which I had to go out of my way to actually get it overturned. But the reason why I got the medical misinformation strike, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys, was really one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen in my life. I'm not going to go into details about it, right? But just understand, that should never, ever, ever happen. But because it does happen, and because creators have to go out of their way to fix those issues that have a significant negative effect on creators and their abilities to feed their families, okay, to feed themselves, to provide, again, it really had a big impact on me. It really made me sit and think about, my channel, what I'm doing, and where I'm going with this, okay? So with that being said, again, the strike was overturned, which is why I'm posting this video right now. This is actually a recent video that I just recorded. I am going to first and foremost start posting on other platforms. I'm going to start posting videos on Rumble. I'm going to look into Odyssey. I'm going to look into some other platforms in which I'm going to start posting more of my videos there, because I think it's just good to diversify and build up audiences on other platforms. That way, I'm not solely reliant on YouTube. And some of you guys have been emailing me, telling me, hey, I want you to post on Rumble because I have issues with YouTube, or, blah, 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 blah. And I've been hesitant about it because I feel like I've had at least a somewhat decent relationship with YouTube. And I feel like that I understand YouTube's guidelines and how to stay within YouTube's guidelines. And that's why I felt like I got too comfortable with YouTube until I got that strike. So with that being said, I am listening to you guys, and I will start posting these videos on Rumble and probably on some other platforms as well too, just to diversify. Okay, so I'm going to be doing that. I'm probably also going to be taking the 4 videos I make a day, putting them in audio format, and then putting them up on some type of podcast platform like Spotify or, Apple Music, I guess. I guess that's the podcast platform, whatever. It's pretty easy to do. I'm going to make an audio version of it. I'm going to, put it out there as a podcast so that, you guys that don't necessarily want to watch the video can just listen to it, with just the audio. Because I know a lot of you guys listen like that as well too. Okay? So I will do that. right? I am gonna look into that, and that's something I'm gonna start doing. Next, it's something I'm probably gonna start doing is that I've gotten offers to get sponsorships, right? In regards to, companies, paying me or whatever to, give them a shout out or to do some type of product placement or something like that. And I just want to say, that is something I've avoided doing in the past because I'm not in this to make money. I'm in this to talk with you guys, to keep you guys informed, to express my opinions, and because I think that these issues that I talk about are important. I actually care about these issues, and I think that it's fun to do. I like what I do, so it's not about the money, okay? So because it's not about the money, I have avoided taking on sponsorships. Okay, I've avoided doing that because I'm just like, I just don't want to do that. Like, I don't think it adds anything to my audience, right? That's why, like, with my videos, I like to just get into my topic, right? I like to get into my point. I like to get into what we're going to talk about. I don't like to waste time on BS, right? I don't even introduce myself. I just get right into it, okay? Because I want to maximize you guys' time, right? But with that being said, because of how unreliable YouTube is, and because when you're in this space, right, being a conservative commentator, you basically have to dedicate your life to it. Okay, you have to dedicate your life to it for multiple reasons. And essentially, being a conservative commentator just on YouTube means that you're dedicating your life to YouTube, that YouTube has your life in their hands, which means they could ruin your life unilaterally if you just rely on them financially, right? So with that being said, I am going to start, having product sponsors and taking on sponsors and doing stuff like that because I quite simply, I just have to diversify my revenue in regards to doing this so that I'm not solely reliant on YouTube, okay? And if you guys notice in my videos, I have all my links in the description in regards to how you guys can support. If you want to donate via Patreon, PayPal, whatever, or if you want to buy merch. But I rarely talk about it. I rarely mention it because, again, it's not about the money. So, again, with that being said, just, understand that in the future, I'm probably going to, take on some sponsors. I'm probably going to, mention, the Patreon more. I'm going to mention the merch store more. I'm going to start mentioning that stuff more just because I have to diversify outside of just YouTube when it comes to, what I'm doing, right? So I want you guys to understand that, and I want to be transparent about it because I don't want to just all of a sudden start, throwing ads at you guys and doing this and doing that without you guys understanding why is this change happening. Well, it's happening because, again, YouTube has shown that no matter how much you try to follow their rules, you try to stay compliant, that one employee, right, or at least what I believe to be one employee, they can ruin you. They can literally stop you from being able to feed yourself and to feed your family. And the creator has to go above and beyond to correct that. And if the creator is not willing to do that, then the creator can get screwed very easily, right? So again, that whole dynamic just kind of showed me the need to diversify more and to, do more things with, my platform moving forward. So, it's not one of those things that's going to happen overnight, but I'm just saying gradually you're going to see, some changes in regards to some of the format of the videos. It's 95% going to stay the same. I might just, mention, the merch store more or the Patreon more. I might just, have a sponsor for a video or something like that. That's the only thing that'll change, right? And then I'm going to be posting on Rumble and some of these other platforms more as well, okay? So I just wanted to update you guys on that. I just want to be transparent about it because getting this strike, it really was something that bothered me. And I really hope that YouTube can fix this because it really doesn't make sense that this is what happens to creators and that it, really disrupts how creators can feed their families and provide for themselves. And I don't think that YouTube takes that seriously enough, the effect that people getting things wrong can have on creators, right? Not just creators, but their families, okay? You talking about people's kids, you talking about their husbands, their wives, whatever. And I think that's something that's taken way too lightly. And I think anybody that is solely relying on YouTube is a fool, right? So ultimately, I don't want to be that fool right? I don't want to be naive enough to think that, well, YouTube's not going to do it to me. I have to change some things up, right? So I'm just putting that out there, just letting you guys know, give you guys an update on the channel. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.